I've had some people on the channel want me to tell them or show them what the big deal is about this restoration up here. So I'm going to take some videos up here. I'm going to piece this stuff together so that you can see what the big deal is. I mean, this restoration, although it did take a long time, was done very carefully, and I think was probably worth every penny of it. The next time you come up here, you're going to be very pleased with what you see. It's nice. Now, for all you old timers like myself, you're used to coming up here and seeing this dark pavement. It runs out through here and it ran up through there, and that was part of the path that used to be out here for you to walk up and down and have easy accessibility to Little Round Top. I don't know when that was put in, and there used to be poles in the ground and chain links between the poles too at one point in time. But a lot of that fell apart. It was crumbling, and it was threatening the boulder outcroppings up here on Little Round Top, and people were still meandering off the path anyhow. And even to this day, when you walk out to these new paths that they've created, you can still see long lines where people are meandering off the path. So if you're watching this video, I know it's tempting. Even I want to do it, but unless you see a clear path, try to stay on the paths as much as you can. Besides, there's a lot of snakes out there. As you can see, they've done all of this to give you this nice viewing area. They've packed down the dirt real hard. They've taken these historic lines of defense here, and they've reinforced and put them back together. So it looks real nice. Now we're going to walk up the path here on the top of Little Round Top so you can see what this looks like. You see how they've packed down the dirt real hard, and it almost feels and looks like cement, but it looks like dirt as well. And they've put these large rocks, these large stones in place here on the ground. You can see there. I'm no topographical expert or even an engineer, but I'm sure that those have a purpose. And then when you walk around here, they have signs in place so that you can see what these positions used to look like before the restoration. Here's one of those signs. And you can see that stuff I was talking about. the paving that used to be out here. This is the place today. Beautiful. Another added feature that they've done out here at Little Round Top is they've upgraded the signage. These signs have more up-to-date information on them. They look a lot better than the old signs. Now, all in all, after looking at that, I'd say the restoration went pretty well. I'd also say that it's just absolutely marvelous and beautiful what they've done up here. Well worth the wait. I'm at the highest point right now, and even the position of the guns here right behind me. Just absolutely inspiring what they've done. And don't worry, I'll flip this video around here a second and do the exact same thing I'm doing now and take my ugly mug out of the picture. Now, no video is complete up here on Little Round Top without taking a trip down to where the 20th Maine was, and the monument for the 20th Maine. So I'm making my way down there now. You can tell by looking at the road behind me here, things have been narrowed down significantly. And if you remember when you came up here before, buses used to pull off to the side, kind of down towards the bottom of the hill. Now they have nice parking up here that's very well defined. And there's railing and these pavers that I was talking about there to keep cars from pulling off the side of the road. Before, cars would pull off the side of the road and you'd see that large drop off the right hand side there. Well, that drop is only accessible now by looking over the railing. Now this is the new paved path, the sidewalk that goes out to where Joshua Lawrence Chamberlain and the 20th Maine were located. Now the stone wall is still here. It's just been reinforced and put up in place. A lot of the rocks that fell off have been restacked. And I'll see if I can't find some before pictures to put on this video too, so you can see the main difference. And there's a lot of fencing that's up in place here too to protect some of the vegetation to help it grow. And then again, this here on the ground is a path that they have purposely put in place. We're now at the location where the 20th Maine was. Now there have been some pictures that were taken up here a long time ago that they're basing all of this off of the rocks being stacked. They didn't have a whole lot of time to stack much of anything. They had a whole lot of hands. And they were putting things in place as fast as they could to protect themselves from bullets. Over on this side here, there's not a lot of boulders. But this path does follow around. And like I said, it's very well preserved. It's put together very nice. Now, coming up from the parking lot over here near the 20th Maine Monument, you can see that it is a bit of a hill. It's not bad though. But this surface that you get to walk on is real hard packed. I'm kind of wondering what it's going to be like when it's really wet out here. If it's going to be extremely slippery. The rock wall here is nice. This whole space in between, it's very well defined. I remember coming out here before and seeing a section of the rock wall, but I don't remember it looking like this at all. This is just amazing. I really can't think of a better place to end a video about Little Round Top than in the shadows of Little Round Top. As you can see off in the distance over here, Little Round Top stands proudly as ever. I'm in the position where Pickett's charge stepped off at, and the Virginia Monument is just in front of me. It's a wonderful place. You should really take care of it and help them here at the park every time you come. Stay on the trails that they've designated for you, and do your best to be good stewards of the history out here and the preservation and the money that's put into this place. I hope you enjoyed the tour of Little Round Top, and I hope you make your way out here and check it out for yourself. But if not, hopefully this gave you everything you needed. Until next time, it's History with Waffles.